Hi, I'm Victor Alpha 5, Mike Uniform Delta. Today, I want to show you what you can and what you can't bring on a commercial airplane. That's right. If you want to travel and you want to take some of your ham radio gear with you, this is what is going to be allowed and probably what not will be allowed. So, trust me, I've been traveling a few times, all over the place, going to Orlando, Chicago, New York, a couple different places, and this is from Canada to the US. I want to share with you my experiences, what I did to safely and without a hassle get across the border and get through security, without any problem. So here we go. So first thing I want to do is, this is all the stuff that is in my bag. Now, of course, I don't have the case. The case is just it's optional for you. But if you want to put it in a case or you want to put it in a backpack, so be it. I usually use the backpack. But what can you bring and what you can't? Well, first thing, your radio. Now, your radio should be unmodified, shouldn't look like it's been tampered with. No screws missing and all that kind of stuff. That's what you want to bring. If you bring something that is homemade, do-it-yourself kit, you may not have so much luck. When I was through one of the security checkpoints, they did take this and put it in the machine and checked it for residue. So if you're a hunter or you're doing anything, don't get any chemicals in your radio, because then they'll probably end up taking it apart for you, right? Make sure you can power it up if they ask you. So make sure you have all the power cables and you can turn it on. You don't necessarily need to transmit, or else you have to hook up the antenna, but make sure you can turn it on. So that's the first thing, is your radio. Second thing that you're going to need, and this is probably the most important thing that you need to be very careful with, is you need to have a battery. Every airline, everywhere, where you go has a different requirement. I usually play it safe and I bring this guy. It is, what is it? This 120 watt hours. So there's I would suggest look it up and see what is required, what is the maximum you could bring. I do believe I could bring 2 of these as spares. So with the battery, most important part is make sure it hasn't been tampered with again. This is all sealed up. When I went through screening in Chicago, they took this aside and did a very thorough inspection on it, and they looked for anything that was cut open. This has clear markings on what it is, and also tape up your terminals so they don't short out. That's something that you want to do. So make sure everything's clear, hasn't been tampered. I wouldn't bring a homemade do-it-yourself cell job unless you have the proper markings on it. Even that, stick with something that's manufactured to play it safe, unless you want to give it away if it doesn't pass. Along with the batteries, of course, you need to bring some sort of power, right? So this is to get from the battery, whatnot. I do have these. This is the jumper. You'll see on here that I have these terminals. I have the option to use these. They'll clip in, plug into the thing, and what does that give me? Gives me a way to hook up to a car battery, the rental car or something. Then I could run off the battery if I need to. So this is something that I would recommend making or having something set up. Now we got the battery, we got the radio. How do we charge it? Well, there's a couple ways. You can bring your big bulky charger. What I've been doing is I've been bringing this guy here. I made it up. It's a little bit of a, what is it? It's a boost converter. No, it's a buck converter. So what it's doing, it's taking this guy on the end here, and that's a little USB-C charger interface, and then it goes into this, into that. You could bring any charger you want. I found this one works really well. I'll put the link in the description on how to build one yourself. And that brings me to this USB-C charger. This is actually part of my laptop. So it's not really, I'm just using this for a demonstration. This is not part of the radio bag. This is part of my laptop. So this will be thrown in and used as a charger to charge my battery. course, you need your microphone. I'd recommend taking your microphone off because when you go through security, you don't want your microphone dangling around and wrapping around things. You want to have it stashed somewhere. Antennas. You can see all this stuff here is where the antenna is. Antennas are kind of a touchy subject. You cannot bring a screwdriver that's this long on board, but you could bring an antenna that's this long. I actually bring my telescopic whip. This is considered antenna, not a screwdriver, so this is allowed. I had no problems with this. The only thing that sometimes I'd get a little bit of a hassle is with, before I go through screening, that this is quite long. This is about 24 inches long, and they're scared that it's going to get stuck in the x-ray machine. I just assure them I've done this a dozen times. It's not a problem, and I usually put it in, of course, so it fits in, right? So going on with the holder here, you see that I have holes drilled in it. I don't really care for this to be waterproof. I need this not to be a container. This could technically be considered a container, and if it has something in, they're going to be investigating it. I drilled holes in it just to make it not suspicious. It's not a container. All right, so we got the antenna. What do you do when you go out, and how do you put your antenna up? You know, kind of bring a ground spike with me, a big nail. No, you don't want to bring that on board. Now, that's not part of an antenna, maybe part of the system. They're probably going to take it away from you if you bring a spike with you. So what you need to do, you need to build one of these. Now, this is a clamp that has a trucker mount, mirror mount on it with my ballon, my choke, all in one. I got a video on how to build this. Any way you want to do it, this way works good. Just demonstrate right here that this just clamps right on to the table. We just open it up all the way. Clamps on there. Adjust. And you can adjust your antenna wherever you want. Simple as that. You need one of these. A loading coil. Now, this is also something I built. There's a do-it-yourself for this. This is an adjustable coil. This will get you down into, we'll get you 80 meters, actually. So with the telescopic whip and this is all you need to do. And all you do is you slide this magnetic pickup on the thing, and that's going to adjust your antenna. On top of that, if you want, I bring this with me. This is a CB whip that's only about, I don't know, about 50 inches long. I have this stud put on there. I use this as part of my coil, and I could get down to 20 meters as a very compromised antenna, but I could do this inside the hotel room. This is also something that's a YouTube video of mine, so you guys check it out. Coax, of course. Counterpoises, just have them nicely round up here. Optional, what I bring with me is some data cables to hook my 891 to my computer if I want to do digital work. And that is it, and in the bag. So you guys, this is all you need to do. Have this stuff. Have it documented. Make sure you bring a copy of your ham license with you. You need to show them if you need to. Pack it all in there. Here's a demonstration of how I pack it in the little trays when I go through security. You want to put the radio and the battery together, and then the rest of the stuff could stay in the bag. You don't really need to pull everything out. Just make sure you take the radio and your battery out and keep them together. Good idea to put your bag through first. So they'll check the bag, and you'll have your bag ready to go. When you get all your radio stuff out, you can start putting it back in. Don't put your belt and your glasses and all that stuff in the same tray with your radio and your battery, because they're going to put it through the scanner and your pants are going to be falling down while you're waiting for it to go through, okay? So put your personal stuff in a different tray. All you need in that tray is just a couple basic things for your radio, and then you'll be able to go through security, no problem. It's not against the law to do this. This is perfectly fine. You're a ham radio operator. You have the right, well, not the right, but you have the privilege to operate your radio. It is fun taking it with you. Why not take it on a trip? Have some fun, work some other parts of the world wherever you go. And again, do this as your own discretion. Don't take my word on what's allowed, what's not. Please look up what is the laws, what's not, you know. So this will all pack in. You have to carry it with you, so make sure you're comfortable. Get a good backpack. All this stuff, besides the telescopic whip, fits in that Pelican case right down over here. So if you need to put it in the case, it's wicked. Everything has a spot for it in here. And believe it or not, it actually does fit all in there. So for now, you guys, please like and subscribe to this video. Any comments below? Have questions if you're going to be traveling yourself and you want to know what you could bring, please comment below. Message me. I'm here to help you guys out. And for now, see you hams on the bands, 73s. Well, that is awesome, man. Well, yeah, we'll talk to you tomorrow. And yeah, you just came up 5-3 as well. Hey, 73s, my friend. You guys everyone on the bands, have yourself a great POTA. 73s.